Good morning, my name's Eli Stribley, and this week Year 10s are on work experience, and I'm just basically here to find out what exactly they're up to. And I've come to each of these places, and now we're at the Vale Vet, so I'm going to go and have a look and go in and have a look. When I went inside, we were greeted by Callum, who had just started his third day at the veterinary centre and was complying notes. Meanwhile, myself and cameraman Lewis were wincing about what this dog was just about to have done to him.
Well, we're just basically observing what's going on in the vets, and I saw like a lot of ops going on and some consultations, and it's quite interesting to see what's going on because you don't normally get to see this stuff.
Ask us, you find it a good experience to come to vets?
Yeah, it's a great experience because I've been considering becoming a vet when I'm older, and it's just finalised my decision. So it's a really good experience.
So are you enjoying the work experience while Callum's here at the minute?
Yes, Callum's been a brilliant student. It's always good when we have students that are really keen and interested and asking lots of questions. They want to get involved, and Callum seems very interested and is sort of making plans as how to progress to being in the veterinary industry.
Do you think work experience is a very big or is it? Do you think it's a big experience for the students that come to places?
I think it's really important to see what you want to do, because you might have an idea that you want to do a particular job, and you might try it and it might not just be for you. It's very useful because you can find out what you need to do to get into that job, whether you would like it or not, and what sort of working conditions are like, the hours and that sort of thing.
After seeing that, I thought I'd go somewhere which should have been a little more peaceful. Okay, right, so now I've come to the Grand Western Canal where the peace has basically been disrupted by Josh over there strimming. Yeah, we're going to go and have a look around and see what's going on. So far, a good week with the work experience students?
Yes, yeah, they've been doing well. They've mostly been doing strimming and helping us on the weed harvesting boat. They also spent a day helping clear some logs and some brush from a tree that had fallen in the canal.
Oh, well, that's exciting. Do you think they'll be able to take away a lot from this?
I think it's a good experience for them to see what it's like to work in the real world as opposed to going to college. I think there may be some skills, depending what they want to do in their careers, that might be of interest, might be useful for them. But I think it's just the experience of going out and doing a real job that's of most benefit.
So overall, the idea of work experience, you do think it's a very good idea?
Oh yes, yeah. I mean, I think it's good for the students, certainly good for us as well. We rely to a large extent on volunteers helping us manage the canal. There's only 3 of us, and it's 11 miles long. And without volunteers helping us, we'd never be able to keep it to the same standards that it's kept at the moment. So the work experience students are an important part of that. And then, do you have any problems going
what have you been doing here?
Strimming, learning about canal, helping cut down the trees that are overlaying the canal.
Oh, that's cool. Have you learnt a lot from coming here?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, there's quite a lot to the canal than what you think, actually. Yeah.
That's cool. So, why do you think there's a lot more to the canal than there is? Do you think?
Because they do quite a lot to keep it clean. Go on the boat that clears up all the seaweed and dirt and that, and overgrown branches and all that.
Yeah, but, I mean, I spoke to Mark and he said that it was good you being here because he always needs volunteers. What do you think you'd do it again if you had a chance?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
After hearing about Justin on the boat helping clear the weeds, we're able to pay a short visit to the stretch of the canal near Burlescombe to see him working hard, so hard that he was unable to come and give us an interview. So we headed back into Tiverton where I met Andy and Millie and Twyford Photography, who are busy printing photos.
It's hard to see.
What do you hope to learn out of this? What do you hope to learn?
Just more tips about photography, really, because it's something that I'd like to do and stuff.
And why did you decide to come to Twyford Photography?
Because I have it as a hobby anyway, so I thought they would come in handy with the future.
What's it like having Millie here, Andy?
Yeah, it's been good. Yeah, she's friendly. She's not shy, are you?
No.
No.
Instead of what Millie wants to get out of it, what do you hope Millie gets out of it?
Well, I think it just gives her an idea what it's like to work in a proper work environment.
So when you were at school, did you do work experience? And if you did, what? No?
No, when I was at school, that was in the black and white days.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. No.
Things like that.
Oh, okay. After that, it was just a short trip down the road to our next destination. Okay, so now we've come to the a place that's the hub of the community with such interesting artefacts. We're going to go and find out what the students have been doing for work experience in the museum. Although I didn't quite know what these artefacts were, it was still interesting to see the museum and talk to the curator about how valued work placement students are.
Oh, it's always great to have some work experience. Join us every year. We always try and take as many students as we can. This year we've got 5 coming, 2 from the high school and 3 from some other schools later on in the year. But it's always nice to be able to offer the opportunity for students to come and help us. We try and give them a range of different work to do. And I started my career in museums because I did my work experience in museum when I was their age, and that set me on my whole career. So I always try and repay the favour and provide placements wherever we can.
So what do you expect the students to get out of doing work experience at the museum?
Just to get an idea of the different types of work that are involved in the museum. So working with collections as Kieran and Jack are today, but they've also been working with our education department, get some idea of some of the fundraising and front of house work and marketing and all of the behind the scenes aspects that go on that maybe people don't realise that goes on in a museum.
So what have you been doing in the museum at the minute?
We've been helping them do their changing their boxes for their reminiscence project, where they go out to care homes and help people with dementia remember things from their younger life, and helping with some of their activities they hold for school children during the summer holidays and stuff.
It's different than I expected.
There's quite a lot of work that goes into the museum. I didn't really know that you had to do.
Is it more enjoyable than you thought it would be?
Yeah, it is actually.
It's really enjoyable.
So why did you go to the museum for your work experience in the first place?
Oh, I'm doing history GCSE, so it kind of helps in with that.
Yeah.
So.
Same here. I'm also doing history, so.
Oh, okay, cool. Would you definitely come back here?
Yeah, it's actually really good here.
So
I'd come.
It's really, really exact. I want you to have just do straight lines.
Straight. Hello, Sky News. This is my monster. And it's going to be creepy. Do you like it? No. Hazy, you're more scary than the picture. No. Joe, guess what?
What are you drawing?
Okay, it's the end of the day now. We're going to go and see what's the work experience kids are going last. We came to Two Moors. What's your name?
Kaylee Phillips.
Okay, what have you been doing here in Two Moors?
Just helping out the children get work experience.
Do you think they've both enjoyed it? They've all enjoyed it?
I hope so.
Yeah. What have you learned from coming to Two Moors?
How to listen to instructions and be more confident.
Oh, okay, that's cool. And have you enjoyed your time here?
Yeah.
What's it been like having the
Hi!
Okay. What's it like having the work experience kids here?
It's been fun. It's been great having them with us.
That's good. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's really amazing, and I'm in bowl next year.
Awesome.
Well, the 2 students that I've got in Year 6, Kaylee and Miles, have been really good. They've got involved with everything we've been doing, from the production to sport and to work in the classroom like maths and stuff like that.
What's the benefits to the employers as well as the work experience students?
I think the benefit to the employers is having young people come into school to work with our children. It really helps the children to have other adults coming in, and young people. It's really good so that other children can see what they can be doing themselves when they're doing work experience later in their life.
Okay, what do you hope for them to take away from this whole experience?
I would hope that they would get an idea of what the working world is like. I hope they've got some understanding of what it's like working in a primary school. it's good points and it's bad points probably.
Yeah.
And maybe it'll help them make a career choice in the future.
And from one school, it was back home to another.
Okay, so after an exhausting day, and it's been quite fun, but now I'm back at the Tiverton High School, and it's safe to say that it's very exhausting, but rewarding, worthwhile, and you can learn a lot from work experiences. This is Eli Stribley from THN.